If I could tell only one advice for 99% of people I see when I train somewhere, it would be this: strive for the full range of motion. Let's see why is this such a big deal and why you should pay more attention to it as well. So, range of motion. Everywhere I go, I always see 9 out of 10 people to pump in a limited range of motion. They do push-ups, pull-ups, dips, etc. like this. Okay, this is one thing, and I don't say you're not allowed to do that or whatever. I tell you how that can work until a certain level in a bit. But I've met a lot of people who came to me or joined my online communities and said, yeah, I got the basics, I can do 30 push-ups, 20 pull-ups, etc. But when they show the exercises, I see the limited range of motions. In many cases, these people are not satisfied with their results or don't understand why they hit plateau and not improving or can't learn a certain exercise. The full range of motion is the most important in the basic exercises, and that's where I see the most mistakes. That's why most people get stuck on a certain level and can't achieve more. If you watch my previous videos, then you know how much I emphasize the importance of the full range of motion. Sometimes people are even joking about it. But you will see how many benefits you can have if you pay attention to it. You can be more satisfied with your physique and learn more advanced exercises much easier. Back to what I previously mentioned, just a quick note. You can still build muscle even if your range of motion is not the best. Your muscles can get enough stimulus to grow, but you won't get the most out of your exercises for sure, and you won't be able to get the best possible results either. On the top of that, if you switch to full range of motion from a poor execution, you most likely won't be able to do that many reps. That's one of the reasons why I made the test videos for the basic exercises. Many people are saying 30, 40 reps, but can't actually perform 15 reps with the proper form. I've got many feedback on this, and many people realize the importance of the full range of motion and right execution because of those tests. With the limited range of motion, you're not only affecting your potential muscle growth, but your strength as well, since you're only moving in a limited range. Remember the movement body map I mentioned in the warm-up video. You are strong only in the range you use. If your range of motion is limited, in the ranges you don't use, you won't be strong. Actually, they won't even be on your map. They won't really exist for your nervous system. A good example for this is the full range of motion pull-ups or high pull-ups and the muscle up. If you don't perfect your range of motions in the pull-ups and high pull-ups, you won't be able to do nice and clean muscle ups. That's when most people cheat with momentum or chicken wings, etc. So as you see, limited range of motion is not too beneficial in the long run. It's limiting your potential muscle growth, your strength, and your progress in calisthenics. There is one case though when limited range of motions can actually work for your favor. When you're only learning an exercise and you can't progress in any way, you can use half range of motions to get over the plateau. For example, you can do half range of motion dips, leg raises, handstand push-ups, pistol squats, etc. However, with a good foundation and progressions, it rarely needs to be done. Now, as we discussed why limited range of motion is not a great thing for you in the long run, let's see why most people still do the exercises like this. I guess the first and easily fixable mistake is not paying attention to your form. I think in most cases this is the reason. Many people are just listening to music, go hard, and don't care about how they do the exercises. They do it fast, and the point is to get pumped. If someone wants to change this, I think it's all mental. The change requires more consciousness, and they need to get to that point. If this video helps to pay more attention to this, it was already worth it. A possible reason for doing limited range of motion reps is when someone is actually not able to do the right form because he or she is incapable. The joints can be so unused and freezed that someone is physically not able to perform the exercise in the full range of motion. In my experience, this is not the case for the majority of people, or if it is for a certain level, it can be fixed easily and relatively fast. Most people who are pumping in limited ranges are actually able to do the right form, they just don't care, which leads us to the previous point, or they are not strong enough, which leads us to this or the next point. But if you really can't perform the exercise in the full range of motion, for example, you can't do full range of motion dips because your shoulders are not flexible enough, or you can't squat down because of the lack of ankle mobility, you need to focus on some prehab exercises to fix it. For this, you can find several videos on the channel, and if this is new for you, look around after this video. I personally recommend to start the whole training process with prehab and build all the basics and advanced exercises on strong foundations. One more thing I would add here. If you're not able to perform the full range of motion because of pain, you can also start working with low intensity prehab exercises, but if you experience pain while doing those as well, you should see an expert in person. Another common reason for limited range of motion is the lack of progression. In other words, people just jump right into exercises and don't build them up gradually. You can hear that frequently.
These are just bodyweight exercises, it's nothing compared to lifting weights. Come on bro, let's go.
And it turns out it's actually not that easy to do them right. Of course, if it turns out, right? You need to build up the push-ups, pull-ups, squats gradually, not just jump into the final progression. It's okay to use regressions, easier variations. Record yourself, and if you see your form is not perfect, step back to an easier progression, be patient, and build up the strength gradually. If you need help for the basics, you can find dedicated videos on each exercise on the channel. In general, if you want to fix all these problems I've mentioned, the best you can do is to work based on a well-built system. It's possible that you have some small parts in all those points we've discussed. At least that's what I see with many of my students. And if you follow a system and build up the flexibility and strength step by step, you can fix all of them. I'm sure there are many systems that work, but I can only talk about mine that was developed for years and helped thousands of people. The structure is really logical. We mobilize and stabilize all major joints that you use in the future in many calisthenics exercises. We build up the basics gradually, the smartest and fastest way possible, and improve the most advanced skills step by step using the most effective methods and progressions. It's simple. The whole point is in the structure and the system. If you think about working out seriously, you'll realize that there is no other way to be your best. This process is about putting down your ego, being humble, dealing with monotony, and the most important one, thinking long term. This is a lifelong journey, and the results come even faster after the point when you get over on the question, when? When will you succeed? Don't focus on when, focus on how, and the answer for that is in a system. Many people train with poor form in their whole life. Don't get me wrong, this is still much better than doing nothing, but with small changes, they could achieve so much more. This is what is never too late to start. I have amazing people over 60 who got started with using a system, and their progress is incredible. It's all up to you. If you want, start to work on a system, make your own, and if you're interested in mine, you are more than welcome to join. You can watch my videos here for free, and if you're interested in the whole system in one place with an easy to follow structure and you want me to help you personally in the private community, click the link below and get started today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did so, please like, share, and write a comment. What do you want to see in the next videos? If you don't want to miss the new videos, subscribe with notifications on, and see you next week in the next video.